Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to McFarland High School again on this rather mild winter night of December 7th, 2012. I'm Bill Cather, and I'll do the color commentary and game analysis tonight. And again, we are blessed to have Mr. John Wells, the golden voice of McFarland Cable Sports, who will join me shortly and do the play-by-play of tonight's game between your McFarland Spartans and the Vikings of Parkview. Again, the McFarland Spartans, Division II school, enrollment 655, coached by Mr. Jeff Meinholt in his 7th season. Overall record presently of 2-3, but 2-1 in second place in the Rock Valley North. Kind of what we're looking at tonight, the Spartans have lost 3 of their last 4 and 2 in a row, so it's time to turn this around, not by a few points, but tonight let's see a full game of 32 minutes and get the train back on the tracks and rolling. For the Parkview Vikings, Division IV, only a school enrollment of 301 students, so McFarland is over twice the size of the Vikings tonight. But we'll see. We are expecting a pretty tight-knit game tonight if the Vikings come to play. They are coached by Mr. Boyce Hodge in his first season. Boyce Hodge was a very star player over at Madison West High School here in Madison during his high school days. Their present record is 1-5 overall, and 1-2 in the Rock Valley South, and presently in 4th place. Tonight, thus, it's a crossover game between the Rock Valley North and Rock Valley South. So far, the Vikings last year in the game against McFarland took the one contest 69-48. But what we're going to be looking at tonight for the Parkview Vikings are they returned 7 players with varsity experience from last year, including their top 2 scorers from last year. Charlie Toll was their number 1 scorer, and Jamison Lavery. But in addition to that, we're going to be looking at Christian Hobson, who's off to a great start so far this year, averaging 11 points a game. And also the Vikings possess some decent height. Keys to tonight's game for Parkview. They are going to need to be able, again, to handle a full court pressure of the run and jump, pressing defense all over the floor of the McFarland Spartans. Again, if the Vikings are patient and can control the ball and not throw it away and not panic against that, that will help them. Secondly, scoring woes for the Parkview Vikings. They've just had a horrible time. It's like a lid is on the basket in almost every game they played so far this year. So they're going to be looking to kind of get the offensive machine rolling tonight. And I believe those are the 2 keys for the Parkview Vikings tonight. For your McFarland Spartans, 4 keys tonight. And again, I always start off with Coach Meinholt's motto, which is play we basketball rather than me basketball. Again, when you start taking kids and they start trying to do too much on their own and you lose the team concept, then the group struggles on the whole, and that's kind of some of the few things that they've been struggling with a little bit lately in this losing streak. Secondly, communicate on defense. Since they do the run and jump pressing defense, very important that you communicate so you know where your fellow players are on the press, because if one person's out of position, you are going to give up easy layups on the other end of the floor or 2-on-1, 3-on-2 opportunities. Third, rebounding. This is such a major concern. Coach Meinhold, I spoke with him earlier before the game started. They've really been battling this issue of the kids not boxing out. So he's spent the last 2 nights a lot of time, I can tell you, and just watching the gym and a lot of time just getting the kids to be a little more aggressive and getting proper footwork and position and using your body to box out on the boards. And lastly, to not be overconfident. I know, again, they look at Parkview's record, presently 1-5, scoring problems and stuff like that. And as can be the case, especially with high school kids and that, you kind of say, well, hey, maybe this isn't going to be much of a contest tonight. But as we saw in a couple of telecasts ago, Evansville came in not highly touted either and played McFarland to a 5-point game. So we'll see tonight. Like I said, I'm really hopeful that tonight the Spartans can play a full 32 minutes, full court, smart basketball with rebounding and hitting the boards tight. We'll be back in a minute with the golden voice of McFarland Athletics, Mr. John Wells. So we're going to be coming up on our national anthem, school songs, starting lineups, and then we'll turn it over to Mr. John Wells. See you in a minute.
And the McFarland Spartans. Parkview from the Rock Valley South has a season record of 1-5. They're 1-2 in conference. The Vikings are coached by Boyce Hodge, assisted by Troy Milton and Cam Miller. McFarland from the Rock Valley North has a season record of 2-3. They're 2-1 in conference. The Spartans are coached by Jeff Meinholt, assisted by Chad Foley, John Feldner, Peter Willigat, Brad Minter, and Doug Peterson. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, please remove your headgear, face the flag, and honor America as McFarland Jr. Alex Grossel sings our national anthem. And now the lineup for tonight's game. First, introducing the starters for the visiting Vikings. At one guard, number 3, a 6'4" senior, Jameson Lavery.
I'll listen how he pronounces his name.
Number 4, a 6'3" senior, Jared Askerson. Also at guard number 24, a 6'1" senior, Charles Cole. At guard number 32, a 6'2"
I can't hear. Okay, I kind of hear. And good evening, everyone. John Wells and Bill Cather with you from McFarland High School. We're courtside tonight on Friday, December 7th. It's a crossover game in the Rock Valley Conference between the McFarland Spartans and the Parkview Vikings. Right away to tell you, where is Parkview? Parkview is the township of Avon, the village of Orfordville, and the village of Footville between Broadhead and Janesville on Highway 11 and 213.
Early start tonight on what I call Wellsopedia. You've heard of Wikipedia. This is Wellsopedia. This is a virtual walking information booth, and we are going to get a lot of insights, maybe not even on this game, but on other games going on in the area or past years that John has coached or viewed games. So you're in for a real treat tonight. Go ahead, John.
Well, the Parkview Vikings, they'll start number 3, Jameson Lavery, number 4, Jared Masterson, 24, Charles Thole, 32, Christian Hobson, and 44, Garrett Reinhardt. Tell you right now, the got some size. Lavery listed at 6'4", Masterson at 6'3", Thole at 6'1", Hobson at 6'2", and Reinhardt at 6'6". Spartans tonight, they'll start number 12, Chad Herbst, 21, Chris Weedle, 52, Corey Frank, 42, Benjamin Rounds, and number 20, Brandon Dow.
Yep, a little change in the starting lineup tonight. Coach Meinholt, that's okay once in a while.
Trying to get maybe some more ball handling out there.
Maybe.
High feet inside, Corey Frank up, no good. Going to be a foul called right away. Foul's going to go on
Tried that whole high back screen and tried to electrify the crowd right off the bat here, John, with that stuff, but from the backside, Thole came in and saw what was coming and was able to disrupt Corey's dunk attempt there. That would have gotten this.
Yeah, I don't see Didi with
away.
the dunkometer tonight,
no,
though, so something missing over here.
Yep.
Corey misses the first one. Second free throw is good. So Spartans on the board, 1-zip. 10 seconds in. Full court pressure. Trapping in the back court. Jump ball. Tied up. Will go to
Vikings.
Yeah, we don't call it jump ball. Held ball.
Held ball.
I'm dating myself here. And Spartans are going to look to trap here in the backcourt if they can.
Very important that Parkview just spaces the floor.
That's Masterson with the ball.
Space the floor and just be patient with it.
So again, the Vikings with some size out there. Had a great run in baseball last year, one of their best football teams they've had in years this year, just coming short of the playoffs. Number 4 on top is Jared Masterson, guarded by Chad Herbst. Reinhardt with the screen, correction 24. Back out 32, Hobson. He'll drive, lays it up, scores. Count it, and a foul. So Christian Hobson takes it to the rack, scores.
Nice little, hey, and that's very patient tonight. I think that would be a real key here tonight for the Parkview Vikings if they decide to all of a sudden be very patient, run time off the clock each possession, and stay away from all this getting involved in real up-tempo helter-skelter here. So
3-point play the old way, 3-1 Parkview. Chris Weedle did pick up the foul. Full court pressure. Inbound, stolen by Masterson. Gets the ball to Thole. Back out Reinhardt. Parkview, good start. Looks like a travel there, and it is.
Didn't put the ball on the floor to begin with. That's an easy call to make.
Christian Hobson on the travel. He's just a junior. Reinhardt's a junior. The other 3 starters, seniors for the Vikings. Spartans starting a sophomore and a freshman in their lineup, along with 3 seniors. Chad Herbst gets it off. Corey Frank goes up, follows it up, scores. It's like Corey was thinking of a dunk on that first one and came up a little short.
Yep.
3-3 our score. That's Charles Thole pulls up from 10, no good. Long rebound to Parkview.
Isn't going to make. I see Coach Meinold. He is up off the bench already with all the time he spent on the box out stuff tonight. He did not like to see that at all. He is still going up and down the sideline right now.
There's Thole on the drive. Corner, Lavery. Way long. Good box out by Chris Weedle. Tracks it down. Here come the Spartans. Looking to take the lead. Up ahead, Dow. Up from 8. Rounding out, no good. Benjamin Rounds on the rebound. Up off the glass, no good, but he'll draw the foul and go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, I think Ben Rounds. We got a freshman starting in here for McFarland, and I spoke with him tonight just as I was leaving my own practice. He was coming in the gym. I told him, hey, I really thinking he's been doing a real nice job kind of understanding his role here as a freshman. He's been trying to hit the boards well, trying to just, adapt to the rest of the older kids that he's playing with here and just not trying to do too much, just stay within himself. But a nice little job so far this year.
Rounds hits them both. 5-3 Spartans. Substitution in for McFarland, number 24, Ben Hunt, replacing Benjamin Rounds.
My guess would be, though, that Coach Meinhold probably felt that Ben should have boxed out on that second possession of Parkview there, and that's why he's...
Here's Lavery, and he travels.
Yep.
Bill, you know what? I don't know. Maybe it was last year. Did we play Parkview at home last year or 2 years ago? And I remember we commented on how many travel calls there were regarding, footwork.
Right.
And we're seeing it here again tonight.
Right.
They've got the idea. They want to go to the hole, but...
Got to get the ball on the floor first, John.
Corey Frank pulls up off the glass. Good, Corey Frank. 5 for Frank, 7 for the Spartans, 7-3. Full court pressure. Ball thrown away. Frank gets it. Here come the Spartans. Frank's looking to take it all the way to the hole. Up, no good. Rebound, Reinhardt. Here comes Parkview. That's number 4, Jared Masterson. Over to 23, Jacob Phillips. He's going to be called for pushing off an offensive foul.
It That was nice, John. Even on our video here, I saw you push off with that. Huh? You saw it. If we could have gotten a camera shot of you, you demonstrated very well how the push-off went there. I was
just watching the official there. So Chad Herbst, he'll run the show out here for the Spartans, the sophomore.
See, now that last drive down to Corey Frank went the length of the
nice
floor.
cut. Ben Hunt. Hunt pops out. Backdoor cut. Spartans get a steal. Brandon Dow, big jump stop off the glass, scores. And it's already 11-3. Here's another steal. We must have scouted the Vikings when they got pummeled by Monticello by 30 earlier this season. No secret, they do struggle against the pressure.
Right.
Chris Weedle, number 21, will get it out to Brandon Dow. Swings it over to Frank. Little give and go back to Dow off the glass. Scores. Dow with 4. 13-3.
Again, this is kind of what one of my keys to the game was, too, would be how the Vikings would handle the full court pressure.
Three-pointer on the way, Hobson, way long. Nice rebound by Reinhardt off the glass and scores. Garrett Reinhardt, his first 2. He's a 6'6 junior for the Parkview Vikings. Again, they've got some size out there. Herbst thought about it. 3 ball on the way for Frank. No good. Rebound to Reinhardt.
John, factoid time. 80% of all shots from one side, from one corner, go long. And so that factoid proved true on that last shot by Masterson from the corner, went long.
Phillips on the drive, no good. Frank on the rebound, kicks it out. Brandon Dow drives in, a little floater, no good. Reinhardt another rebound. Frank going to be whistled for the foul. Corey Frank will pick up his first, team second, much to the delight of the 37 fans here from Parkview tonight. Again, Parkview with just a varsity and a JV, no freshman squad, so the Spartans tonight facing off against Fort Atkinson from the Badger Conference, a whole different animal.
Right, and the score showed that for sure tonight, too. Yep, totally different school population.
Jamison Lavery. Another steal, Chad Herbst. Tried to kick it into Hunt. Ball loose. Lavery comes up with it to Masterson. Up to Reinhardt. He'll pull up off the glass. No good. Going to be whistled for the offensive foul.
Oh, and if we got a camera shot there even.
We had a camera right under the basket.
Right under the basket, so we got that. And if they could have flipped down to see Casey's dad, big Rob Engelhart on his feet, fist pumping on that. You got to be happy not only as a coach, but I guess as a parent too, to see that your kid's going to stand in there and take that charge. Nice job, Casey.
So Casey Engelhart, number 22. Dow, ball loose. Ben Jordan also in the game, number 10. Chad Herbst kicks it over to Jordan, right to left. Engelhart, shot on the way, around and out, no good. Reinhardt, boy.
He's pulled down
on the trampoline there, Bill. Boy, he got off the floor.
Yeah, this Reinhardt kid, he's got some, as they call it, hops, John.
13-5 our score, 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. That's Lavery. He'll go up from 8. Short, no good. Herbst on the floor for the rebound. Timeout, McFarland.
Interesting. Nobody, I thought, possessed the ball.
And you know my theory on those, Bill.
No, please share it with us.
Timeout should not come from the bench. Like you said, who had possession of that one? We certainly couldn't tell from here.
Yeah, you couldn't tell from here. The ball looked like it was still a scramble between about 4 players.
Plus,
there.
You know, the officials, they're watching the play. Anybody in the crowd could yell timeout all of a sudden, and that's happened.
Sure. Good point, John. I tell you, people watching this telecast, you are going to get some maybe little different insights and different looks at the game tonight.
Well, the other night I had to talk to myself and answer my own questions, right. So it was a little tougher. 13-5
so let me know if
score.
I get in your way tonight, okay?
Again, we don't have our list of helpers. Hopefully we'll get that. We do know that Andrew Day is here.
Production.
Day-Night Productions here. Ben Jordan, number 10, guarded by number 11, Nicholas Henning, into the game for the Vikings. Over Dow from 3. Almost got the roll.
Guess
no
who's
good.
got the rebound?
Reinhardt's another board.
Reinhardt.
13-5. Parkview trails by 8. That's Hobson. Over to Henning. Nice defense by Benjamin Rounds. Benjamin got around the side of him. Tips that ball loose. Here's Ben Jordan in off the glass. No good. Jordan gets his own rebound. Pump fake once, twice, draws the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
That would have been very interesting had nobody guarded him because he went up underneath the basket. He was headed right up into the net underneath the basket, but Ben did the smart thing. He pump faked, and once you get guys in the air, got his body right into him. So smart job by Ben underneath the basket to use the pump fake.
So Reinhardt picks up his second foul. That is the 5th team foul already on Parkview.
That's really a costly fall for them to have Reinhardt out of this ball game.
James Wellnitz, number 22, in for the Vikings. He'll replace Reinhardt.
Both coaches using a lot of players so far, John.
Jordan's second free throw is around and in. 2 for 2 from the line for Ben Jordan. Jared Masterson will report back in for the Vikings. 15-5 our score, 2:17 to go in the first quarter. If you watched us the other night, you saw an amazing free throw shooting performance by the Spartan girls. 19 out of 21, the difference in the win.
John, they've all attended the academy. The Cather 6-step free throw academy. No, that was very impressive.
And hey, the boys are 5 out of 6 tonight, so it's catching on.
Yep, yeah, it is. So any of you out there that I'm for hire,
there we go.
Very reasonable prices, very negotiable.
People watching this game in 3 states.
And also, I'm going to contact Mr. Howard out there with the Lakers, who's struggling.
So Ben Jordan over to Chris Weedle. 10-point advantage for the Spartans. 1:50 to go here in the first quarter. Again, it's Friday night, December 7th. We are courtside. Looks like it might have been a double dribble.
Yep.
Weedle, back of the iron, no good. And he's going to follow up the shot. Believe he'll pick up the foul. No, we'll call that on K.C. Engelhardt.
Yep.
His first, team's third. Boyce Hodge here tonight coaching the Parkview Vikings, former coach at Madison West. That is number 11, ball thrown in the backcourt. Masterson is there, gets it up to Hobson, kicks it off, baseline Wellnitz long. Rebound there for Lavery. He goes up strong, he draws the foul. Foul, I believe, is going to be called on number 24. Ben Hunt, first, team's 4th. Jamison Lavery listed at 6'4", and you know what, Bill? Maybe he is 6'4" out there. It's
might be.
Free throw around and out, no good.
Jamison is averaging 10 points a game so far this year. And last year he was their 2nd leading scorer, so he's got a lot of varsity experience. So.
Shot on the way is good. Parkview with a very athletic group of seniors. Of course, they're expecting a great run in baseball coming up in the spring. That'll be here before you know it. Here's a steal by James Wellnitz. And now number 32, Christian Hobson will bring it up for Parkview. 1:10 to go.
Coach Hodge calling for a special set here.
Baseline, Lavery blocked by Engelhardt. 1:03 to go, 15-6.
Coach Hodge pleading with his inside people there to use the pump fake, just similar to what Ben Jordan just did on the other end of the floor. Because you know kids at this age, they all want the almighty block, so then the fans can, whoa, hoop and holler and all that.
Masterson swings it over to Nicholas Henning. Back out Hobson. He dribbled.
Yeah.
Ball's dead. Ball's dead. Come on, guys. Lavery. Brought that ball down. Spartans don't tie him up. Shot from the baseline, good by Nicholas Henning.
Is that a 2?
That is a
2.
15-8 our score. 26 seconds to go. Ben Hunt. Back out Benjamin Rounds. Another double dribble, not called.
Yep.
Ben Hunt, Chris Weedle. Spartans look like they may be content. Well, before I can finish my sentence.
Boom.
You got 15 seconds to go. You take a 3. Here comes Henning. Secondary break. That was Wellnitz. Back to Hobson. He's got to get a shot off. High off the glass. No good.
Hit the wires going up above the basket.
Which shouldn't even be there. You shouldn't have, I said this the other night, you shouldn't have a basket where you've got supports above the cylinder. But 1/4 in the books here tonight for McFarland High School. The score of the McFarland Spartans 15. Parkview Vikings 8. Scoring for McFarland. Ben Jordan has 2 free throws for 2. Brandon Dow, 2 baskets for 4. Ben Hunt, a basket for 2. Benjamin Rounds, 2 free throws for 2. High score, Corey Frank, 2 baskets, a free throw for 5. For Parkview, Jamison Lavery with 1. Nicholas Henning with 2. Christian Hobson with 2.
3, Johnny.
3, correct that, and Garrett Reinhardt with 2.
But the big story, I think, coming out of that first quarter is with Garrett Reinhardt. Man, how many? I'll bet he probably had a good half dozen rebounds in that first quarter until he got in foul trouble there with 2 fouls. It'll be interesting to see how Coach Hodge decide to use him. And I think as long as the game still stays kind of single digits here, you're not going to see Reinhardt. But if all of a sudden this balloons up towards 15 to 20, he might throw Reinhardt back in here in the first half. Just to, keep it relatively close so his team can still have a shot in the second half here.
So just underway in the second quarter. Spartans, I guess they don't have their starting group in. Casey Engelhardt will stay. The other 4 starters are back in. Casey's been working really hard out there, and he deserves to stay out there.
Yep. Yes, he is.
22 is James Wellnitz. Back out to Jared Masterson, guarded by Engelhardt. Hand check, going to be a foul.
Hand check. But you
on Engelhardt, and that is his second.
What you said, John, if you see kids working hard and practicing that, that's, boy, reward these kids, with that, and give them time out here, and let them do it on the big floor. Big floor, big show.
Wellnitz tried to kick it out to Masterson, goes off Brandon Dowell's hand. I think Brandon thought, boy, that's pretty easy. He threw it right to me.
He almost handed it to him, and he was like, whoa, wait a second.
15-8, Spartans on top by 7. Nice crowd here tonight, Bill.
Yeah, Friday night. Uh-oh.
Lavery, nice job.
Wow.
They get the ball to the weak side. Lavery changes directions in midair and goes around
the Corey Frank right up there in his face, too.
15-10, Parkview working their way back in the game. Rounds kicks it out. Nice fake, Chad Herb. Shot long, no good. Frank on the rebound. Kicks it out. Weedle, way short. Benjamin Rounds up. Overshoots. And the Spartans go 0 for 4 on that possession.
Yeah.
Here comes Parkview trailing by 5 with 7 to go in the first half.
Oh, it turned it over. Yeah.
So Hobson with the turnover. Gives the ball back to the Spartans, leading by 5.
Boy, 0 for 4, and they had 2 little inside shots there. I know Coach Mino, like I said, he just wants to see where we can get a complete game going here rather than this. This is just, again, one of these games where they just kind of keep hanging around, especially after it looked like McFarland maybe in the early going was just going to bury him out of the chute, John.
Well, Corey Frank almost picks the pocket of Lavery and got
what he was thinking, and the crowd was thinking, John. That was going to be monster stuff time on the other end.
Corey kind of got his hand on Lavery's hip, and that's where the foul call came from.
I was ready to call it. I wasn't sure if he'd kind of do a helicopter dunk or a 360, or I wonder if he had something special planned for the crowd tonight on that.
Well, Corey's got 2, so he'll come out.
Yep. So, Frank and Reinhardt, the 2 big boys in this game, are both sitting on the bench.
Little confusion over at the scorers table. Again, it says 6 team fouls for the Spartans, 5 for the Vikings. Frank with 2. And not sure what happened here. A substitution was going to check in for Parkview. He was sent back to the bench. Like, we're not going to let you play. Maybe his name got left out of the scorebook.
Ooh, that's...
he can go in.
Happened to the girls program.
He can
John.
go in with the result being a technical foul.
Yep, we had a game last year against Whitewater with the girls where we had a little scorebook issue, and we wound up getting 2 technicals called when the 2 girls weren't entered in the book correctly.
Oh, got to get that one.
Yep. Got to know where the ball is at all times here. Got to be able to see the ball at all times.
Charles Thole, number 24, he'll go up from 12. No good. Rebound, Benjamin Rounds. Gets it out to Ben Jordan, and here come the Spartans.
Well balanced on that rebound.
Here's a runner by Dow off the glass, and good. 6 for Brandon Dow, 17-10. Spartans on top by 7.
Dow a little more under control tonight. I've seen him as he attacks the basket. And the other thing that I like, he is using the backboard.
Oh, boy, look out.
Oh, my goodness.
Boy, Wellnit's a team player right in front of the basket, but he kicks it out to a teammate, and Spartans come down the other way. Dow goes off the glass for 2. He's got 8. Spartans on top by 9.
Wow, that was interesting. Too bad Mr. Wellnit's there. Goodness.
Nice drive by Lavery as the Spartans just watch him go right to the basket.
Yeah, that was just like, okay, I'll get out of your way. I'll be a gracious host here, huh?
Lavery with 5. 19-12. That's Chris Weedle, number 21, over to Ben Jordan, number 10. Ball tipped away. Here comes the break and lays it up. Overlays no good. Masterson comes down with it. He goes up. Follow up by Charles Thole. Credit Parkview for that one. They outworked the Spartans as 3 Vikings were there, as 2 Spartans were still outside the 3-point circle. 19-14. Dow comes up shooting. Swish. Brandon Dow, he's got 10. 21-14. Here comes Thole. Little runner, scores. Charles Thole, and it becomes racehorse basketball here. Timeout McFarland, 21-16 our score. Bill, you got to play on both ends. We got guys that love to be on that offensive end, but we got to hustle back on defense as Parkview, 2 possessions in a row, just ran right past us.
Do you think that's a little touch of AAU, John? If you'd go to an AAU basketball event, especially the big ones, I guarantee you, very little defense, and just that's like a show-me showcase, right?
No comment.
What can I?
No comment.
Come on. Huh?
It's kind of like that Grinnell College style of play.
Yes, absolutely.
You tell me how a guy gets 138 points and you're telling him, hey, this guy's got to shoot every possession you get in the second half.
Right.
My goodness, that's certainly not sportsmanship. I don't know who they were playing, but
we had one of our locals attend that game. Ross Velker.
Really?
Baseball player. Yeah, he's on a little baseball ride down at Grinnell. He was at that ball game. He said, hey, they'd even pull down a rebound and kick it out to the kid rather than laying it back in themselves. So, I mean, it was purely – I just called it was a gimmick.
As a basketball purist as we are, I got a hard time with that one.
Yep, that's no good. That's a sideshow.
And that's a kid probably playing against a good team with a strong defense, scores about 8 points
well,
maybe.
Well, he transferred from lacrosse, John, and he wasn't doing anything at lacrosse and then went to Grinnell, so that's kind of an indicator.
Parkview tightening up the defense a little bit here.
Yep.
Spartans on top, 21-16.
There goes Dow down the lane.
Dow kicks it off. Stolen by Parkview. Hobson against Herbst off the glass. Chad Herbst draws the charge. That's 2 times now the Spartans have drawn the charge.
What do you think on that one, John?
Look set.
Look set. So then we're going with look set.
Corey Frank back in. Benjamin Rounds out.
Nice job, Herbst, here in his first start, young sophomore.
Well, I think ball handling is somewhat of a concern. And
Chad's got those skills for sure and just needs a little more experience in that, get a little more comfortable.
Brandon Dow from 3. Parkview saves the ball.
Reinhardt back in the game. Reinhardt and Frank both with 2 fouls.
3.5 to go in the first half, 21-16. Spartans on top by 5. John Wells, Bill Cather with you. Here's a steal. Brandon Dow
the lazy
drives
pass.
up, lays it up. Short, no good. Rebound Ben Hunt off the glass and good.
His second basket of the night, 4 points for Ben Hunt.
23-16.
Yep. Giving him some good minutes.
Like you see in basketball, games of runs. See if the Spartans can put a run together here. Hobson kicks it back out. Reinhardt, long, no good.
That shot was adjusted.
Whoop. Good box out by Ben Hunt. But it looked like everybody else had a long ways to go to chase down that rebound.
Yeah, they did.
And Chad Herbst's going to be whistled for the foul. That's going to be his first, team's 7th. Ben Jordan back in, and in for Parkview. Boy, this is one of my favorite names, Storm Ledoux. Sounds like a professional wrestling name.
Yes, it does.
Storm Ledoux, gotta love it. That's Jared Masterson at the line. He knocks down the free throw. 23-17, Spartans by 6. Storm Ledoux.
Chris Weedle and Storm Ledoux have a little conversation because after that free throw, Storm Ledoux came to guard Chris up in the third block of the free throw lane. He said, not yet.
Shot on the way, no good. Rebound, Masterson.
Boy, you got to be strong in this basketball game today, don't you, Jen? I mean, there's body on body.
Corey Frank lays it up short, no good. Coming this way, got another foul on the Spartans. Got to finish. Corey went up with the right hand that time.
Yep.
May have. Foul's going to be called on Ben Jordan. That's going to be his first. Parkview will shoot one in the bonus. That's the 8th team foul against the
and
Spartans.
Who's on the free throw line, John? Mr.
Storm Ledoux.
You know, I'll tell you the frustration, too, from a coaching level when you get a kid that makes a nice move to the basket, 2 feet away, and misses the little bunny, and then even gets back on a follow-up and misses the bunny.
Storm's free throw, nothing but the bottom of the net. 23-18. Vikings cut the lead to 5.
2 out of 3 from the free throw line. This is another perfect example, too. Ledoux didn't really get in until late mid in this quarter or something. You always got to be ready on the bench. You never know when it's going to be your time to get in the game. And he's doing a real nice job here of, hey, understand I'm in the game right now and understand his limits. Nice little job by Ledoux there.
So Boyce Hodge wants to talk to his troops. 23-19 the score. Spartans on top by 4. 2:27 to go in the first half. Again, it's Friday night, December the 7th, assuming we're not live yet. Again, we'd like to thank the Spartan sponsors here. Culver's, Joe Muting, Farmers Insurance Agent. That's Michael Chandler Agency. Gingerbread Preschool and Child Care. Gobin Cars East and West. Green Lantern Restaurant and Beach House Restaurant. Huntington Learning Center. Ken's Automotive. Nelson's Bus Service. Wisconsin Bedding. Dentistry by Designs. Washa Construction. The Medicine Shop. Spartan Headquarters. Shelton Signs. Spartan Bowl. McFarland State Bank. And the Maple Tree. Again, sponsoring Spartan Athletics here at McFarland High School.
Very well done, Mr. Wells. I'm sure all those sponsors, when they know that the golden voice, John Wells, has introduced them once again.
And we support those
to
sponsors.
The community. Yes,
that's
you
the key.
better.
That's
Anybody
the key.
watching this, yes. We personally do, and we hope that all you fans do as much as possible.
Full court pressure. And they'll back off. They contest the inbound. 4-point lead for the Spartans. Brandon Dow gets it in. Corey Frank to the cutting Ben Hunt. Turnover, gives the ball back to Parkview.
Perfect example, must always have your hands ready. You never know, never know how the ball's going to be delivered to you, if it's coming on a tip, a nice pass, high, low. Have the hands ready.
Ledoux with the ball, guarded by Weedle, over to back out to Ledoux.
Had Lavery all alone underneath and had their head down.
Kicks it back out, 3 ball on the way, Hobson, in and out, no good. Corey Frank with the rebound. Gets it out to Ben Jordan. Up ahead, Brandon Dow. Here comes Frank down the lane, no good. Foul going to be whistled against the Vikings.
You know what? And the Parkview Vikings hanging around, John.
Lavery.
Hanging around. It's just like they can't. McFarland missed a lot of little bunnies here and just can't seem to deliver this early little knockout punch that we thought might be coming right at the start of the game. Very quick start for the
Frank
Spartans
hits the
tonight.
first free throw. I don't believe the score is. Yeah, there it is. It's changed now, 24-19.
Yep.
Boyce Hodge getting a workout over there for the Vikings.
Yes, he is.
Up and down, but boy, I tell you, a guy really teaching his kids as the game's going on.
Yep.
Ben Jordan on the rebound off the glass and good. Nice job by Ben Jordan.
Yep, got the nice little 45-degree angle on that and right off the board. Nice job.
Masterson from 3. Long, no good. Nice job by Ben Hunt on the box out. As that ball came right back, Ben did exactly what he needed to do. 1:15 to go, Spartans by 7. Weedle. Frank. Back out Dow. Drives left side. Frank, nice move inside by Frank. Brought the ball down. Parkview takes it away. Here comes
nice
Thole all the way in. Nice
dribble.
defense by Ben Jordan. And Thole going to get whistled for the foul in the backcourt. Problem is for Parkview, that's going to be his 3rd.
Wow, very nice job. Again, you know, that's Ben Jordan there. I'm going to say 2 things. 1, focused on the ball, and 2, proper footwork, John. I mean, he was so set in his position that he didn't go for any of the fakes. Great little kind of hesitation crossover dribble there by Thole, and Jordan just stayed focused on the ball. Feet stayed well balanced. I mean, that was a classic little defensive stance, help position to a driving, how to defend a player driving.
It was kind of a smart foul by Thole because the Spartans had a breakaway on the other end. So Jordan knocks down both free throws. He's 4 out of 4 from the line. 28-19.
That helps.
Spartans on top by 9.
They're called free throws for a reason.
Here comes Parkview. Hobson, Reinhardt. He'll drive the baseline. Nice fake by Reinhardt.
Nice player. Very nice player. Just kind of hindered by early fouls.
28-21. Let's see how the Spartans use the clock here as we near the 30-second mark to go.
He's on the floor. He's tap dancing down there.
Spartans by 7.
You know what? He's taking a program here, and you can see the enthusiasm.
Well, we've got to get a lot more strength inside there as Parkview just strips it away.
Yep.
Spartans with a chance to go for one shot. They turn it over.
He's trying to get a timeout.
Thole around and out, no good. Benjamin Rounds down with the ball. We're not going to be able to get a shot here. We're going to go into the locker room at halftime with the score. McFarland 28 and the Parkview Vikings 21. So both teams score 13 points in that second quarter. For the Spartans, Ben Jordan with 6. Brandon Dow with 10. Ben Hunt with 4. Benjamin Rounds with 2. And Corey Frank with 4 for 28.
He had 6, John.
6,
yeah,
you are
he had
correct.
5 and he made 1 out of 2 free throws.
And for Parkview, Jamison Lavery has 5, Jared Masterson 1, Storm Ledoux 2, Nicholas Henning 2, Charles Thole 4, Christian Hobson 3, Garrett Reinhardt 4. Hopefully that adds up to 21. So 1/2 in the books here for McFarland High School on Friday night, December the 7th. The score, the McFarland Spartans 28, Parkview Vikings 21. We'll be back in just a minute. And 28-21 our score. Spartans on top by 7 in this Rock Valley Conference crossover game here on Friday night, December the 7th. Spartans started out strong, got up by 10, maybe even more. Kind of struggled down the stretch. And Parkview will get possession here to start the second half. And that's number 32, Christian Hobson. Over to Charles Thole. Back out to Masterson, Thole. Reinhardt, baseline, Hobson.
No, I'll tell you, I saw Boyce Hodge when he played at West High School because I'm a West High graduate. And I saw him play, and they played, when they were over there, it was... Almost Andrew Day knocking out.
Wow, the camera, hopefully that camera was on at the time, ball flies off the wall, almost hits Andrew Day in the head.
Wow.
That's the most excitement we've had here tonight.
We can't be losing Andrew.
High pass, tips it out. Nice job by Corey Frank. Little give and go, goes up strong, fouled. And that's going to be whistled on, I believe, Reinhardt.
I was just going to comment on Boyce Hodge here. Doing a real nice job at setting down a little pattern to organize the tag that, because like I said, at West High School when he was there, boy, that was racehorse ball. I remember seeing games against Janesville Craig, high school basketball, 89 to 87.
The good old days.
Flying up and down, yep, but he's got the whiteboard out right now. He's doing a lot of coaching over there.
Corey Frank hits the free throw, second one on the way, also good. So Corey 4 out of 6 from the line, 30-21, full court pressure by the Spartans. Charles Stoll, guarded, stolen by Chad Herp, still go up for the layup, and that should have been a goaltend, a basket interference. It's not. Benjamin Rounds gets it. I think that ball was still on the cylinder.
Yeah, it was.
And the trainer out immediately onto the court.
Yep, just when I was giving her a little bit of a hard time here at halftime saying, are you still awake?
That's Jamison Lavery who took a shot. I don't know, Bill, it appeared that ball, when Chad Herp shot it, was still on the cylinder, and Corey Frank got up there and actually knocked it away. Lavery going to be whistled out. Looks like he took one in the eye.
Yep.
Boyce Hodge said, we'll take care of it down here on our end.
Yeah,
he wants to get Lavery back in the game.
Yep.
Right now he doesn't have anyone going in.
Right. Should always have, at this level and that with any little injury, have a trainer take a look at it and, got to make sure. I'm going to tell you what, safety first, John.
Here comes a substitution. Jacob Phillips, number 23, 6'3" junior.
Hate to have any kid, lose some opportunities, additional opportunities because of an injury that could have just, a little attention to it could have been.
Here's a steal. Dow pulls up from 5, back of the rim, no good. Rebound Hobson. Here comes Reinhardt on the breakaway. Nice layup by Garrett Reinhardt.
Yep, protected it away from Corey Frank. He saw Corey in his rearview mirror, as they say.
32-23.
A nice little reverse layup.
Benjamin Rounds. Nice drive by Benjamin Rounds. Overlays it, gets his own rebound. It's going to be considered a travel. So nice drive by Benjamin.
Very nice power drive. Just, and that'll come with repetition doing it at the varsity level. Again, keep in mind, Benjamin Rounds, freshman.
Substitution in for Parkview. Another one of my favorite names, Austin Clofton.
Austin Clofton.
You got to love it.
Yep.
He's number 14. That's Phillips. Might get a 10-second call here. Barely get it across. Phillips gets it back. Ball's loose. Who's got it?
Yep.
Kind of Charlie Brown that one off his head. Inside Corey Frank. Kicks it back. Chris Weedlegood. Nice job by Corey Frank. Kicks it out to the cutting Chris Weedle, who picks up his first 2, and the Spartans on top 34-23.
Stay on the floor, Chris. Once you jump in the air, the player is gone beyond you. Stay on the floor, stay in good defensive stance.
Fall away there. Charles Stoll. Nice fall away from the baseline.
Stoll, leading scorer last year for the Parkview.
I believe he's got 6 tonight.
6 so far tonight.
Dow on the drive. Stolen by Parkview. Sometimes you get yourself on the baseline. You're kind of in no man's land down there, and that's where Brandon found himself. The Parkview Vikings, right place, right time, get the steal. Clofton over to Hobson. Swings it over to Thole. Inside Reinhardt. To the cutting Phillips.
I thought he'd try and go right at Corey Frank and get that.
I was waiting for that spin move.
Yeah, so was I.
See that a lot, you know, guys get the ball inside and they're kicking it back out instead of going up strong.
Especially when the guy facing you has 2 fouls or 3 fouls on him, they're gonna lay off a little bit here.
Ben Hunt in for the Spartans. Chad Herbst will get a break. That's Hunt, number 24, over to Dow, over to Weedle, 21. Cut off on the baseline there by Hobson. Gets it in Frank. There we go, Corey Frank. Using his 6'8" height inside. Pressure, nice job by Benjamin Rounds. Knocks it away from Austin Clofton.
I think Corey Frank could make a living off of that if they just keep working down that low post.
So Ben Jordan in for the Spartans, number 10, 36-25, 4:47 to go here in the third quarter. Jamison Lavery back in for the Vikings. Training staff is taking care of Lavery. So Parkview will have the ball. That's Hobson, nice fake against Hunt. Good recovery by Ben Hunt, nice defense. Lavery guarded by Jordan. Hobson, number 32.
I think it was real good about Ben Hunt there, too. Kind of got beat on the initial move, but didn't quit. Hustled, got right back in stance and caught up with him. So many kids sometimes, once you blow by them, then they get lazy, and then it opens up more for you on the offensive player just to attack.
Hobson dribbles into a double team. That's Benjamin Rounds. He carries it. Turnover.
Oh, and did you see kind of the setup coming there?
Got to get the ball to your guards.
Yes, obviously, and Corey Frank was pleading for maybe that little lob pass up there. So
I think Benjamin had his eye on that pass, but
yes, he did.
So the travel gives the ball back to the Vikings. Here's a steal. Brandon Dow up to Corey Frank. Here it is. Dunks, hangs on the rim, technical foul. Wow.
Coach Meinholt with his head in his hands.
That is a personal foul. That will be his third.
Correct.
Now Parkview with a chance, shoot a pair, get the ball out of bounds. And I believe they're going to choose Christian Hobson to shoot the free throws here. Nobody feels worse than Corey missing that dunk, but the hanging on the rim for about 2 seconds afterwards.
Yep. And you know,
referees aren't going to be able to, somebody's undercutting you or something, it's one thing, but.
And in that case, there was nobody even around him, so there was no fear of any, injury or whatever else on that.
Got a feeling Corey might get another opportunity before the night's over. 36-26, again, Parkview cuts that lead to 10 with this free throw. Cut it under 10, and they do. So Hobson knocks down both. He's got 5 for the night, 36-27. Parkview now will get the ball out of bounds.
And still just hanging around. We hate to use that, but this is, how many times we say this against Evansville a week and a half ago? Same thing. Really, Coach Mino was hoping that tonight again, as I used it in my pregame, get the train back on the tracks for a full 32 minutes of basketball. Thought it was starting at the beginning.
Boy, Boyce Hodge really coaching those kids over there. I mean, he's all the way up and down the sidelines. Dow picks the pocket of Thole, but he's going to be called for the foul.
He's going from one end of the box to the other, John.
Again, he's first year at Parkview, so they got a whole new system to learn.
Yep. Boy, but I'll tell you, if he puts all this energy into his practices too, I can tell you these kids are gonna.
Oh, Dow with the steal, gets it up. Benjamin Rounds lays it up. Nice job by Benjamin.
Well, Benjamin Rounds knew he had Reinhardt there with. Oh, I guess Reinhardt's just.
And we're sitting right here under the basket, and Benjamin kept his eye on the basket the whole time.
Yes,
nice job.
Yep.
Very nice.
Yep. Who's in, John?
Storm Ledoux.
Storm Ledoux back in the ball game.
I don't know the young man at all, but I like his name.
We like the name, and he did a real nice job, we said, and coming off the bench in the first half.
38-27, the lead 11 for the Spartans. 3:17 to go in the third quarter. Again, John Wells, Bill Cather with you from McFarland High School. We're having fun. That's what it all, Ball down on the floor. Who's got it? Loose, 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 still loose.
Boy, and you love to see the hustle when kids are willing to scrap and get on the floor for it. The one thing you just got to say, you hope that nobody gets hurt in those little scuffles, Catches foot in the mouth or something, knock a tooth out or something. But, boy, you just got to love the hustle on that. Again there, John, we had 4 kids on the floor.
Mega substitutions here. Jacob Phillips, James Wellnitz, Austin Clofton, and looks like the Parkview Vikings going to show, looks like a 2-3 here. Down, nice jump stop off the glass, count it. So count the basket, 40-27. James Wellnitz picks up the foul. That's his first, team second. Brandon Dahl will go to the free throw line. His first free throw attempt of the night, I believe. Yep. On the way up, no good. Long rebound, Ben Jordan. Kicks it out, Weedle, back to Jordan. Spartans now by 13. Here's where you got to kind of get that killer instinct here and get him down, keep him down. Back out Dahl. Good ball movement by the Spartans. Ben Jordan will come out, run the offense. Brandon Dahl drives baseline all the way in off the glass and scores.
Boy, nobody has come up to challenge him on that.
14 for Dahl. Spartan lead now 15. Here's a turnover in the backcourt. Casey Engelhardt in for the Spartans, number 22. Well, the Spartans only have 4 players out there, it looks like. Oh, no. Sorry about that.
We're going to
Didn't
put
see
Parkview
Chris
on the
Weedle.
power play.
Didn't see Chris Weedle behind Coach Beinholt over here. 15-point lead for the Spartans.
John Wells said.
Now's the dagger time here.
Yep. Now you're going to go to be Wayne Larrabee, right?
Dahl again. Rebound goes out of bounds. This will go to Parkview.
And that, my friends, is the proverbial dagger. But we're not ready to put it in yet, are we, John?
Zach Blair in. He's a freshman, number 33. First time we've seen Zach here at a home game.
Coming off a little, it's been injured.
$15-point lead. Turnover gives the ball back to the Spartans. Nice job by Zach Blair. Great athlete.
He just threw it over and back.
Well,
Coach Beinholt,
just what it looks like. Just what it looks like. You're going to make a run here. You
his arms up and said, "What is that?"
Well, the good thing is for Coach Beinholt, his hair is not going to turn gray.
That's right. We can't use the phrase "he's pulling his hair out." Yeah, on that one, right?
Hey, number 50, that's Patrick Fitzgerald now in the game. He was the young man that tried to come in earlier and was refused. Oh, nice drive by Phillips. That was Jacob Phillips. That's one for his highlight reel. Inside Benjamin Rounds. Nice job by Benjamin Rounds posting up. Benjamin Rounds now all of a sudden with 8. 44-29, 15-point lead, almost a travel. Ledoux, going to be a block on Casey Engelhardt. Right idea by Casey, just got to give him a little bit of space
give a little space on that. Yeah, he kind of crowded him. They kind of got hung up, and if you get hung up like that, it's probably going to be called on the defensive player. Just a little wrong place, wrong time. 44-29
our score, 15-point lead. We near the 1-minute mark in the third quarter. Here's Phillips. High off the back of the rim. Here come the Spartans on the break. Blair all the way in. Tries to get over. Does get it over to Jordan. To the cutting Brandon Dahl. Up no good. Rebounds his own shot. No good. And Ledoux down with the board for Parkview. 44-29. That's Phillips guarded by Engelhardt. Throws it away. Nice defense by Casey and also nice defense by Brandon Dahl.
Yep.
Denying that wing pass.
Yep, pressure on the ball.
Now let's see if we use the clock well here. 30 seconds, 15-point lead.
You know, and oftentimes when you get in this situation, you kind of lure that defense, especially if they're going to come out like this. Sometimes you can sneak somebody in the back door on this, you know, even early. As long as you can get a layup, doesn't matter when it comes.
Ben Jordan on the drive, lays it in. Jordan with 8. 46-29. Parkview not going to get a shot off. And 3/4 in the books. From McFarland High School, the score, the McFarland Spartans 46, the Parkview Vikings 29.
Yep, and there we're starting to see the pressure just kind of, you can see that Coach Hodge is trying to, you know, rotate a lot of players seeing action here tonight, John, on both sides. Both sides, both for the Spartans as well as the Vikings in that. So good little opportunity for both squads to give everybody, you know, some game experience in that, because you never quite know when again you're going to be used. Very good so far, and we're looking at the end of 3/4. 4, 6. Brandon Dahl leading all scorers with 14 points right now at the end of 3/4 on a lot of just dribble drives to the hoop. Dribble drives to the hoop. Not to say that he couldn't banked home a few more, but I like the way he's attacking the basket, and every time he goes in there too, he's looking to use the backboard.
Bill, who are our helpers tonight we've got here from the high school? Justin Janis, Tyler Fahey, Brandon DeLacy, the racer, Ryan Denzer, and of course, Andrew Day. Where is Andrew now?
I don't know.
I don't
Maybe
know where
he's
he went.
Trying to recover from that near basketball shot in the camera. Huh?
Probably hurt his back.
Yeah, he got a pretty good close-up of that.
Here comes Brandon. He might be doing the camera. Nope, they're sending him into the he's going into the back room.
Maybe he's going to do some graphics or something.
Looks like Justin's going to take the camera underneath the basket. I think we have 3 cameras here tonight. Zach Blair had it, lost it. Again, a case I think Zach was looking up the floor and just forgot to hang on to the ball. 17-point lead for the Spartans here over the Parkview Vikings. High throw into Phillips, guarded by Engelhardt. Cross-court pass, Ledoux. Fitzgerald, baseline, high arcing shot, no good. Rebound, Ben Jordan. Here come the Spartans. Gets it up, Corey Frank. Swings it over to Engelhardt.
Yep.
Inside to the cutting Blair, lays it up, scores. Zach Blair, 6'2" freshman. Blair gets a block on the other end. Zach can play. 48-29, Engelhardt pulls up. Long, nice rebound by Ben Jordan. Back out Blair, shot on the way short, no good. Blair, a lefty.
Yep. Like I said, he's just coming off. He's been hurt so far this year, and just I think this is probably his first action this year.
Well, the ball goes out of bounds. Turnover. Joey Kopp, number 44, into the lineup, along with number 12, Chad Herbst. And number 10, Aaron Onsgaard, into the lineup for Parkview.
It's his first appearance tonight, isn't it, John?
Yes.
Yep. So I think we have actually
only a couple of players on Parkview, and I think maybe just 2 on McFarland that haven't been in. Chad Herbst. Ben Jordan pulls up, baseline jumper, no good. Joey Kopp with the rebound, comes down with it. Going to be a foul called.
Our officials doing a real nice job here of
foul is called on
tonight,
Patrick
Ed.
Fitzgerald.
The reason I'm going to say that is because I really haven't noticed him.
Engelhardt kicks it back out. Blair on the drive, pulls up, shot around and out, no good. And Onsgaard with the rebound for the Vikings. Much to the applause of the Parkview fans.
Yep. How many were there, John? 35, did you say?
Yeah, I think you got to say between 30 and 40. Again, the one thing the officials need to do in this situation is just keep the game under control.
You're right.
Keep the clock moving.
Yep.
Inside Fitzgerald, shot blocked by Joey Kopp. Believe Kopp going to be whistled for the foul.
John, speaking of fouls, I got to throw this one out to you. How many fouls, real quickly, do you think
Zach
there were
Blair.
in the second half of our girls' game last night?
28.
More.
In the second half?
Just the second half alone. Keep going.
Oh, my. 38.
More.
In the second half.
There were 41 fouls called in just the second half of our girls' game last night. 41.
It's got to be close to a record.
A record.
Wow.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Kind of hard to imagine. Somebody asked me, they said, well, was anybody left to play?
Fitzgerald hits the second free throw. Unfortunately, stepped over the line.
Yep.
So 48-29 our score. Cliff Manaleg in for the Spartans. Herbst on the baseline, gets in that tough spot, gets it over to Blair. Manaleg shot on the way, no good. Tip on the rebound, comes down to Nicholas Henning. And Fitzgerald will get it over to Henning.
I believe we now have every player.
Well, Spartan's still with one player who hasn't gotten in yet, who played in the JV game.
Oh, that's right, Jack Seversol. Yep. Here comes Jackson.
Contact, foul going to be whistled on Levi Halterman. I didn't even know Levi Halterman was in the game. He is in the game, Levi.
Yep, that's what I said. We have made the full run, I think.
Jackson Eversole now, number 14 into the lineup.
Yep.
30 is Cliff Manaleg. Joey Kopp, turnaround. Joey Kopp. By the way, Joey, 50-29.
And here again, one of my keys to the game was Parkview Vikings scoring woes. Well, we're looking at 29 points through 3.5 quarters. So again,
they had 21 at half.
Yep. They're struggling, scoring points.
High feet inside, whistle. Going to be a push-off on Austin Clofton. Well, Bill, let's hope we don't have 40 fouls now here in the last 4:41.
No. I think everybody's kind of enjoyed this, and let's just let it run its course here and let a couple players from both sides, John, maybe get some opportunities here to knock home a couple points and close her out.
Sit out. Casey Engelhardt on the drive. Shot up. Fouled. Should go on Fitzgerald.
Hey, you know what this also means tonight, John? $1 burgers at Culver's.
Do they still
I know we're
do
tape
that?
delayed, so I don't know if they would.
Yeah, you go down and watch right now. It could be middle of June.
Before you see this telecast, just go down and say, hey, McFarland just won. Where about those $1 burgers? They just beat Parkview.
Well, let's see who has scored for the Spartans so far. Ben Jordan, Brandon Dow, Chris Weedle, Ben Hunt has scored, Zach Blair, Benjamin Rounds, Joey Kopp, Corey Frank. And number 30, Austin Gillum, is into the lineup for Parkview. And Casey Engelhardt in the books.
Yep, the books.
51-29.
Remember when all those scoring used to be done differently in the paper back in the olden days, where some kids, when they get in the game late, they just commit a foul so they could get their name in the paper.
Foul going to be called on Zach Blair, his second. Last thing you want to do, this could be one of the longest 4-minute stretches of the season right here.
Okay, let's get around the clock, okay?
That's number 11, Nicholas Henning. Ball stolen in the backcourt. Cliff Manileg chases it down. Jackson Eversole on the drive. Scores! Jackson Eversole in the books.
Drive into the basket. That'd be like for him on the golf course.
Cliff Manileg now needs to get a bucket here.
Knocking down a 10-foot birdie putt, Jax.
That's Henning out top to Levi Halterman. They're trying to post up Austin Gillum, number 30, inside. List him at 5'9". Looks maybe a little shorter than that.
Yep.
Good hustle down the sidelines. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. Spartans will keep it. That's Engelhardt. Eversole. Kopp back out. Cliff Manileg drives, kicks it out. Eversole shot on the way, no good. Rebound Joey Kopp, puts it back up, scores.
Joey Kopp, kind of a fan favorite, John.
Kopp with 4.
Fan favorite every time.
Well, there's only 2 juniors on that team. I remember when I had Joey and Ben Hunt in 7th grade, and they were our top players, and it's good to see them still playing.
Yep. Wow.
Free throw goes out of bounds.
Without a doubt, you can see what you have done for them. Look at the skills and the fundamentals they possess, John. I'm here to pat you on the back since they're not here to pat you on the back, huh? But
that's just good, you know. It's
just fundamentals, and you can see it out here, though. You know, I'm dead serious with that. That's it. All the people that just want to play. Sorry, you can't play, and especially you can't comment on plays and stuff like that if you don't drill them on things, and then you can show them how to improve by way of saying, hey, you just made that mistake. Didn't we just drill on that? And it's the repetition that's important.
Phillips shot no good, tipped out of bounds by Henning.
Yep.
Yeah, tonight we just worked for about 10 minutes just on footwork. Moving your feet on defense.
Defense, offense, I don't care. Rebounding.
Footwork's one of those kind of things that rarely gets taught.
Yes.
Manileg kicks it over. Eversole pulls up off the glass, scores. Tell you what, Bill, my favorite drill, Jerry and I do a lot at practice now, is 3-on-3, no dribble. And then we'll expand that into 4-on-4, no dribble, so kids learn what to do when they don't have the ball.
Yep.
Zach Blair on the breakout. Oh, he looked to kick it out to Engelhardt. And the ball rolls off a Parkview Viking.
They're going to say that it hit his trunks because there was no way he even touched it. It went right between his legs.
57-29, 2:01 to go here in the game.
Stuck on 29.
Yeah, again, it was 28-21 at halftime, so it's been a 29-8 second half. Here's a steal by Nicholas Henning. Whoa!
Ooh, ouch.
There's a good jump stop, but his feet go out from under him. He might feel a little embarrassed, but he did what he had to do. And look at Boyce Hodge over there, down 28. He's still teaching. He's talking about, hey, this is what you needed to do. And he wasn't talking about what happened at the end. He was pointing up the floor.
Absolutely. Yep. What led to that? And then great defensive play.
Teachable moments, as we call it.
Yes, sirree. Boyce Hodge had a lot of those tonight. And the thing that's nice to know, he doesn't care. He's not looking at the scoreboard right now. He's looking to teach and help.
That's Cliff Manileg. Ooh, nice pass, but unfortunately, Cutter didn't see it.
Cutter didn't see it, and boy, I'll tell you, he drilled it knowing if he got a nice tight pass in there, that was layup, but got to know where the ball is at all times. I don't think that's the first time I've said that tonight.
Well, we won't tell you what the McFarland coaches just did, but I commend them for something they did on the floor there, which was nice. Here's Wellnitz on the drive. Engelhardt will come up with it. Over to Eversole. Jackson has 4. Inside Joey Kopp. Back out Manileg. Transfer from Janesville, I believe, Parker. If I'm right. Overthrown. Ball goes out of bounds. Turnover to...
Into the hands of Athletic Director Paul Ackley, who's just returned from the hockey game tonight.
Doing crowd
Sorry,
control.
we don't have an update for you.
When are we going to do a hockey game, Bill?
I don't know.
I'm looking forward to it. It's
well,
40 seconds to go.
We're probably on hold right now because we know it won't lead us to the NHL right now since they're shut down. So I think we're going to stick with this and still waiting to hear from the NBA or ESPN or Fox Sports as far as maybe getting maybe a game here or there. The next level, John.
Getting wild. Manileg on the break. He might get a bat. Oh, too far under. Oh, he gets... Fitzgerald may fall out yet for the Vikings.
Wow. The guy just came to a stop, and it was like a statue being toppled.
Manileg is going to shoot one in the bonus.
He's going to try and get in the scoring column.
Manileg. We're not even pronouncing his name right. Our apologies. So Cliff Manileg. Long, no good. Good box out by Fitzgerald.
Whoa, lowered the shoulder.
Referee's doing a nice job of letting him play.
Yep.
9.4 to go.
I think they see.
That would have been 2 fouls in your game last night.
You're right.
Clock's going to run out. Spartan's not even going to look for a shot. And that'll do it. Final score tonight from McFarland High School in this Rock Valley Conference crossover game. The McFarland Spartans 57, the Parkview Vikings 29. Bill, I believe, will be back next week.
Yep.
On
Tuesday night, East Troy, one of the top-ranked teams in the state, girls.
Who had a good battle last night with Edgerton.
4-point game, so we'll see how our young lady Spartanettes can do next Tuesday. And my son, Brett Cather, will be on the air filling in for me and helping you out on the telecast, John. So I'll let you put a wrap on tonight's game. And
so our final score here tonight, McFarland Spartans 57, the Parkview Vikings 29. Again, your volunteer staff here tonight, your camera people doing all the work. Also, Bill Cather, and for myself, John Wells. We'd like to say thanks for watching, everyone, and have a great night.